We're talking about working and paying tax. So what you need to know when you enter the workforce is that you're paying the correct amount of tax. There are a number of steps that a person needs to follow to become part of the Australian tax system. A tax file number, it's a TFN, the unique 9-digit number issued by the Australian Tax Office. It identifies each taxpayer. Once you've issued your TFN, it's yours for life. Even if you marry or move interstate or overseas, your TFN does not change. The easiest and fastest way to get a tax file number is online. Then you verify your identity at a participating Australia post office. You visit that ato.gov.au/get-TFN to apply, and it also gives you more information. Students who are unable to visit a participating Australian post office can find other options for applying at that, but you in Harvey Bay, you'll be able to do that. But who do I give my TFN to? Only certain people and organisations can legally ask for your TFN. The most common is the ATO, which is obviously the taxation office, your employer once you've started work, your bank or your other financial institution, and Centrelink. University or tertiary institution, and your superannuation fund. When you start a job, your employer will ask you to complete a tax file number declaration. This is a form that provides them with your TFN and other information so that they can calculate the correct amount of tax to withhold from your pay. This system is called pay-as-you-go, which is PAYG withholding. Your employer is required to withhold tax-free wage payments and send these amounts to the ATO regularly. When you lodge your tax return at the end of the financial year, you'll be entitled to a credit for the amount of tax which has been withheld from your pay. This amount will be shown on your payment summary. You have 28 days of commencement of employment to give your employer your TFN, so you need to do it quite quickly. When you lodge your tax return, you'll get back any overpaid tax. Right, super. If your employer may have to pay super contributions into a super fund for you, if you had paid at least $450 a month before tax, and I'm so sorry. No, and if you are under 18, you also need to be working more than 30 hours per week before your employer has to pay super for you. If you're eligible for compulsory super guarantee contributions, your employer usually gives you a choice of which super fund you want your super contributions paid into. If you've worked in more than one job, good idea to combine your super into one account. You can find any of your lost super by using the ATO's online services through MyGov, and I've actually done that, and it's very easy to use. When you lodge your tax return at the end of the financial year, you'll be entitled to a credit for the amount of tax which has been withheld from your pay. So it looks something like this. That's how much they paid, that's how much tax they paid, superannuation, all your accounts, and all the figures that they need for that. What if you're under 18? Special rules apply to the income of people under 18 years. Under these rules, certain types of income tax may be taxed at a higher rate. They don't apply to income earned from part-time or full-time jobs, Centrelink payments, income from a business run by yourself. So if you're under 18, you don't pay taxes on these. Over here, you've got, this is the 26 to 2017 tax rates. 0 to 416, you don't pay any. 417 to 1,307, you pay 68 cents for every dollar over $416. That's quite a lot of money. And then over here, it's 1,308 and above, you pay 47 cents for every $1 of the amount. So if you had to look here, the total payable for a person under 18 with an unearned income of $18,000, so on the first $416, she doesn't pay anything. On the next amount, so between 1,307 and 416 is $606. So that's $891. You multiply by 0.68, she gets paid 606. And then on the next amount, which is between these two, which is 16,693, it gets multiplied by 0.47. Lost the page. Come on. And then those get all added up together, and that's how you pay the last bit. Finally, we've